Hi, everybody. We're here with Penny, who couldn't make it uh, on Tuesday, on Tour Tuesday, because she will be escorting a trip to see the Brooklyn Lights. So we are pre-recording this a day before. Thank you, Penny, for your time.
You're
And
welcome.
there is no other expert that I know of regarding the Quebec Winter Carnival. I call it QWC. Um, and I don't know, do you know how many years that you've been going, Penny?
I I think this is my 19th time going up to the Quebec Winter Carnival.
That's got to be a record. That's got to
And
be a
I still love it. It is so exciting every time you go up there. It's just a wonderful experience.
awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, I'll introduce and then Penny will take it from here. You can see all these crazy pictures. They're real. It's all real. Our trip departs on February 5th and returns on February 9th. It's 5 days and 4 nights, as you can tell. There's breakfast every day and one lunch is included. You can see the rates per person, $15.99 based on two people in a room and $20.99 based on one person in a room if you want your own room. So lucky you. I will let Penny take it from here.
Okay, well, first of all, hi everybody. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving celebrating with your family and friends. And I'm glad to have you here on Tour Tuesday to highlight one of my favorite trips, the Quebec Winter Carnival. So on day one, we travel up to Montreal, Quebec. We do stop at the Canadian border to clear customs. So everybody does need to have a passport or their passport card. We check in for one overnight at the Best Western Ville Marie, which is a boutique hotel. There's about 9, 10 rooms on each floor. It's a very quiet building, but it's located right on Sherbrooke, which is the like the Park Avenue of Montreal, a beautiful area. We have dinner on our own. There's several places, a place in the hotel, several restaurants right in the area. And you can see some of us in the dining room, see one of our rooms that we have at the hotel, and some of us standing around Bonhomme. Bonhomme is the mascot for the Winter Carnival, and Bonhomme means the good man.
Wow, I
All
never
right.
knew. I never knew
Yeah,
that.
Bonhomme
I've
means the
seen
good
the
man.
picture a million times. I never knew what
Yeah.
Bonami meant.
All right. So day two, we will have breakfast included at our hotel. And you can see from one of the pictures on the left, there is a nice little cafe. Sometimes people like to get extra coffee or whatever. Looks right out on Sherbrooke, lovely place. And we will check out and travel to Quebec City. We get there after 11 o'clock. We do make a rest stop on the way. And you'll have time on your own. We drop people off near the Chateau Frontenac so you can have lunch in the area there, look at some of the highlights. It's near the toboggan run. You can see that. And we will then pick you up and check into the Chateau Laurier, which is one of the one of the hotels of Quebec. It's beautiful. It's owned by Quebecois people. All of the linens, the soaps, the furniture, everything made in Quebec. A beautiful hotel, located perfect. There's a restaurant in the hotel, a dépanneur, little um, store for you, a saltwater pool, and it's located right on the Grand Allée. Restaurant, a lounge, right in that hotel, but within walking distance of 1 block, there's about 10 restaurants. So you will have dinner on your own, and you will have time to go out and start the winter festivities because right on our corner, on the opposite two corners, are where many of the fun things happen. You can see some of the pictures. You see our room in the Quebec Hotel, our lounge with the fireplace, some of the people just having fun in the old Quebec City, and some of the restaurants down towards town. And of course, on the bottom right, you'll see one of the beautiful uh, palaces that are built for Bonhomme. Every year they build a whole new palace for him, and we can actually tour it. We have access to that. We get an effigy, and many of the activities are free and included. and we have time to do that. So these activities go until 11 o'clock and sometimes later in the evening. They even have an all-night sleepover party for adults only. That was new, started last year. So on day 3, we will have breakfast included at the hotel. It's a delicious French breakfast. And one of the things we do is go to Valcartier in Quebec. That's up north in the mountains. And we go and visit the Hotel de Glace, the ice hotel, the only ice hotel in North America. And you can look at some of these pictures. And the top right, that's the outside of the hotel. Every year it is built brand new. It has a different theme. They build in December, they take it down in March. You can see some of the people sitting around the fire pits having cocktails, and we actually have a cocktail included for everybody in the ice hotel. You can see some of the bedrooms, and one of the highlights is sliding down the slide into the lobby. And sure enough, most of the people in our group go right up those steps, come down that slide. It's a lot of fun. And here you can see some of the people just having some cocktails and joining, because this is really an unbelievable experience to see this. So day 3 continues, and after our tour, and you are able to see the chapel where people get married, the whole hotel, there's over 40 some rooms and suites there, some with fireplaces. It's really interesting to see how everything goes there. And when we come back into town, I usually offer for anyone who would like to, I will walk them down into the lower part of town and get everybody on the funicular. And we go to an area that dates back to the 1600s. And it's beautiful. And every one of those buildings has a unique and different Quebecois artisan, and they have unique crafts. And people love it down there. They'll have lunch down there, shop around, and then they'll and come up to the festivities. And here you can see continued on day 3. We attend the Winter Carnival. Everybody goes out and does their own thing. They have lunch on their own. Bonhomme actually comes all through the town. You'll see him. Last year, the first time they had the Philadelphia Ferris wheel, because Philadelphia cream cheese is made by Kraft, and Kraft is one of the sponsors of the Quebec Winter Carnival. You can see people in the lower town around the Christmas trees, and down below, that is last year's palace for Bonhomme. And we have access to that. We can go in it, we can tour it, and it is so much fun. It's wonderful. I always say it's like living in a snow globe. It is a wonderful experience, and people do come back and redo this tour because it's so memorable. So we'll
Let's talk
continue.
about what everyone's wondering. Like, tell us, how cold is it,
How
Penny? Like,
cold is
here
it?
people aren't
Okay,
wearing their gloves, you
okay.
know?
I will tell you, and as I said, 19 years I've been going there. And the first year I bought the hand warmers and the foot warmers and all of that. And to tell you the truth, I really have never used them. The thing is, you layer up and you have good boots with soles that are thick, so your feet are off the ground. They must be waterproof. And when you buy boots now for the snow. Say if you went into DSW, they actually will tell you what temperature those boots are good for. When they sell boots, it tells you. And you wear good wool socks. And I would suggest a pair of snow pants. You could go to one of the sporting good places, even to Burlington, and you can get a pair of snow pants for like $25. You don't want to wear jeans because jeans are cotton and they're going to get wet and they're going to be cold. And you just layer up. You layer up, you have a good pair of gloves, a good coat, a little headband or a hat for your head, and a hood on your jacket. And the first year I was there, I was outside. I had to be for at least 7, 8 hours straight. I never went inside. I was so excited. I wasn't cold. But for some people, they have this drink that they like to drink. It's called caribou. And those of you who have been on this tour know what caribou is. It's a mixture of 7 different kinds of things that when you drink it hot, it kind of warms you up, and you're able to get that at several of the venues during the Winter Carnival and all the little places that they have there. One of the great things are their sculptures. They have a competition of ice sculptures, and they're throughout the city. And that's really something quite to see. And you'll see all these people are happy. They're not brrr. They're all happy and having a good time. People go down the toboggan runs. I see Shari on the bottom right. She's got her little ski poles there. And people say the bottom left picture, it's snowing in front of the Parliament. Well, if you go to a winter carnival, snow is just a bonus. You want to see that. And here, top center, Bonham, they have a disco that runs continuously. So you want to warm up, you go right in front of the Parliament, which is about a block and a half from our hotel, and you go outside and you dance, and everything's a lot of fun. And Boam is there. And here on the left and on the right on the top, you can see all the people down in that lower town. When I take people down to the oldest part of Quebec City, it's absolutely beautiful down there. And everybody's smiling. I've had people say they've never seen a child cry at the Quebec Carnival. It's a big family thing. It's lots and lots of families. It's wonderful. So
Good.
we'll continue on to some more pictures that we can see. And you see, of course, that Chateau Frontenac. And there's a toboggan run. That's a little bit extra, but people go down that toboggan run. Here on day 4, after breakfast, we check out. We have a late checkout. We have some free time in the morning, and we head out to St. Augustine, and we go to the Chemin du Roi Sugar Shack. And here you can see on the left-hand side the sugar shack, all surrounded by all the snow, and everybody making taffy. They take maple syrup in the snow, you put a stick in it, you roll it in the snow. Everybody gets their own maple taffy to make. And people love that. But on the bottom, you can see everybody inside having a wonderful festive Quebecois luncheon. Everything is the Quebecois foods, from meat pies and excellent pea soups and potatoes and ham and pancakes with maple syrup for dessert. Delicious. And they come around and play songs. We have someone who sings, and they teach us folk dancing. And everybody gets up and does some dancing, does some of the French folk dancing. It is great, great fun.
That's awesome. Is this what they call sugar on snow?
It's sugar on snow. Yes, it
Sugar
is.
on snow.
And it's sugar on clean snow, because up there, it's all clean snow. It snows so much and it's so beautiful. And I will tell you, because it snows so much, they take excellent care of the roads, excellent care of the walkways, and no worries. As long as you're able to walk, don't have any walking difficulties, you are good to go there. It's a
Got it.
lot of fun.
So this is definitely not a tour for somebody who relies on a walker or a cane.
No, absolutely not. I would not recommend that. You can look at the pictures, see the pictures, and you want to call me, I'll be happy to tell you about it. But yeah, it's really for people who are out and about in the snow and having a really good time, and you like winter festivities.
Yep. Yep. You can handle the cold.
Absolutely. So on day 4, after we leave lunch, we head back to Montreal. And you can see we travel to Montreal. We have our last overnight at the Best Western Ville Marine. You have dinner on your own. Now, I just want to explain, because of the federal laws, it's a driver cannot drive from here to Quebec City. It's too far, too many miles. So we stopped at Montreal the first night, stop at Montreal the last night. And the people that you see here in that lobby, all those people there are all the people that said, "Hey, we want to go with Penny when we come back to the Ice Hotel." And they all met me after we got back. We had like a little break, and I took everybody walking in town. We had a great time. And just so that you know, Quebec City is a World Heritage Site. It's protected by UNESCO. It is absolutely beautiful. The architecture is stunning. But in the winter time, if you've been to Quebec City before and Montreal before, you'll never forget what it looks like with the snow. It is absolutely, I've never looked at it in the same way since I've been going there in the winter carnival. And I've been there lots and lots of times in the spring, summer, and fall. So these are all happy people. And on day 5, after our breakfast at the hotel, we head on back. We cross the border. We stop at the duty free, have lunch on our own, and head back home with wonderful memories of an awesome winter experience.
It sounds awesome. It sounds awesome. I just went to Quebec City for the first time this past summer. I stayed at the Chateau Laurier, which was fantastic. I explored, I should say we explored and had a great time. And I definitely want to go back. So if you haven't been to Quebec City, this is a great opportunity to see it. If you have been to Quebec City and haven't been to the Quebec Winter Carnival, definitely put this on your bucket list. Penny is the person you want to see it with because obviously she knows the ins and outs and all of the highlights, the secrets, the shortcuts, whatever you question you can come up with. I know Penny will have an answer for you. So, although she can't answer you right now because we're pre-recording this, but if you have a question, hopefully I'll be able to answer it live. And if not, I certainly will reach out to Penny to answer it. So thank you, Penny, for being here. We really
You're
appreciate it.
welcome. You're
Um,
welcome. Come and
I
join
will
me.
come join her. I think
Yes,
if I
please.
remember correctly, there's 22 people booked on the trip.
Yes.
So don't delay. It does sell out every year. We just hit December 1st, so I know people are starting to think about 2026. And have a great time tomorrow in Brooklyn.
Okay, thank you. And also,
Thanks.
by the way, Hallmark, the Ice Hotel is so wonderful that Hallmark, one of their Christmas movies, they filmed it one year at the Ice Hotel of that year. And I do show that on the bus on the way up because people
Oh,
love that.
cool.
Yeah,
So people actually sleep on those
people.
mattresses?
There's no mattresses. Everything is ice. All the walls are carved. There's a different theme every year on the walls. They carve all of the theme. Every room has a different designer that designs it. And when you pay, and you pay up to $1,000 a night to stay in the ice hotel, you can only check in after 8 o'clock at night because people like us are visiting all during the day.
Wow.
And by 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, you leave. And for that money, you get a drink in the ice bar and you get a sleeping bag that's really warm.
Oh my God. I did not see that.
There's no sheets on the bed. You can't take your glasses off and put them down because they'll freeze to all of the furniture because all the furniture is ice.
Oh my. Okay. Well, it's
I
$1,000
think
I don't need
I
to
think
spend.
you should come. I think you need to come.
I'm saving my money. I'll see it during the day. I'll see it during the day with
Okay.
you guys. I don't need to sleep there. So, and just so that everyone is clear, we don't
We
actually sleep there. We
no.
tour it during the day.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Awesome. All right, very good. Thank you so much, Penny. Back
You're
to
welcome.
Live Tour Tuesday.
Okay, thank you. Bye,
Thank
everybody. Thanks for
you.
joining us. Hope to see you.